Hello students. In maths, today I am going to explain chapter 10 congruence. So first let us know about what is congruence. Congruence is nothing but if two objects are said to be identical, then both the objects are congruent to each other. So in our daily life, we come across many which have exactly the same shape and size. The two blades, you can see here, the two blades are identical to each other in shape as well as in size. So we can say these two blades are congruent to each other. Again, these two keys are similar to each other in shape and size, so we can say this congruent to each other. So again, the two objects having the same shape and size are called congruent objects. If two congruent objects are placed over each other, then they fully coincide, that is, one exactly covers the other. So we can say these two objects are congruent to each other. But this is the examples of solid objects that we can see in our daily life. Now, what about the plane figures? So the plane figures are congruent if each one of them superimposed on the other covers the others exactly. That means you can see the line segments are the plane figures, and A, B and C, D are both similar in sizes. That means length of both line segments are equal, so that we can say that it is a congruent figure. So if we so here we can see that just below the CD is placed just below the AB, but here you can see PQ is here and RS is here, but doesn't matter where it is both the lines or line segments are placed. Just if they are equal in their length, then we can say both the line segments are congruent to each other. Okay. Now here is two angles, that is PQR and STQ. Both angles, when these two angles are said to be congruent if their degree of measurement or their magnitude are equal. So we can say the both angles are congruent to each other. So here we can see both the angles are equal. That is, angle PQR is equal to angle STU. But if the arms of both the angles are different, that means suppose if this arm, that is PQ, is little bit longer than ST, then it doesn't matter whatever their arms are different in sizes, but there must be degrees or measurement of the angles will be similar, and hence we can say that both the angles are congruent angles. And the third one is, that is triangles. So congruency of triangles, there are certain criteria for congruency of triangles. So while we comparing the two triangles, what we get, suppose three sides are there, then three angles are there. So we have to compare both by their sides and by their angles, and so on. So there are some properties or some criteria for congruency of triangles. And now, to determine whether two squares are congruent, Step 1, consider two squares, say ABCD and PQRS. Step 2, take a trace copy of ABCD, and step 3, superimpose it on the square PQRS such that A falls on P, that is, A falls on P, B falls on Q, and D falls on S, and C falls on R. Thus, the square ABCD covers the square PQRS exactly only if AB is equal to PQ. You know that the sides of the squares are equal. If AB is equal to PQ, then all sides are also equal to both of both the squares are equal. So one figure, that is one square ABCD, is totally superimposed the other figure, that is covers or coincide the other figure. Then we can say these two squares are congruent to each other. And now if two figures or two plane figures or whatever it is are equal and congruent to each other, then a symbol, that is this symbol is for congruent. Suppose AB line segment is congruent to CD, PQ is congruent to RS, then this symbol is used for congruency. So that's all in this video, and we'll explain in my next video. Thank you. And you do the exercise 10.1 in your home as a homework. You can see here in that joining figure two squares I have explained just now. Two figures are there, ABCD congruent squares PQR. If AB is equal to 4 centimeter, then PQ is equal to what? Then PQ is also equal to 4 centimeter, since it is given that ABCD is congruent to PQRS. So in this way you can complete exercise 10.1. So this is your homework, and thank you.